This book, now available at Wretched.tv, called Jesus Unmasked, your signed copy if you order now, shows how the Bible is supernatural by focusing on one story over the course of 4,000 years, all relentlessly pointing to one man, consistently portraying him as the Savior of the world. Come on, do you watch C-SPAN? Our Congress doesn't get along about anything. This book, the Bible, gets along. 40 authors, 15 centuries, different countries, writing about one man and agreeing on every single detail. That is supernatural. We have been making our way through Genesis. We aren't even out of Genesis 1 through 3. There are so many pictures of Jesus already in the book of Genesis. He's in the beginning. He's the light. He's the better Adam. And he's also one of the days of creation. Can you guess which one? If you guessed the Sabbath, you are exactly correct. Why is the Sabbath a picture of Jesus? Well, let's go to the book of Genesis and see Jesus there. Here we go. Genesis 2. And on the seventh day, God ended his work which he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all of his work which he had done. Don't you see Jesus right there? Well, let's keep going and see the harmony of the Bible. In Exodus chapter 20, God gives a commandment to keep the Sabbath day holy. You will work for 6 days like God did, and then rest like God did. Did God just go, oh, I'm exhausted, I need a little breather here? No, when God rested on the seventh day, it was the culmination of the creation week where he ceased from his work. It doesn't mean that he was exhausted, but it was to enjoy his labor. It was to enjoy his handiwork. It was to enjoy himself. The Sabbath commandment is that mirror of that picture. You work for 6 days, and then you get a little breather. You work for 6 days, you get a little breather. You work like crazy, and then God says, I'm giving you a day off. I'm giving you rest. What was it? It was a fuzzy picture of what? Jesus makes it clear. Matthew chapter 12, one of the places where he gets into a Sabbath dispute with the Pharisees. He does some healing. He does some grain work. Almost wrecked the book. On the Sabbath, the Pharisees squawk, what are you doing working on the Sabbath? And what does Jesus say about himself? I am the Lord of the Sabbath. Why? Because the Sabbath was a picture of him. You work and work and work and get a taste of rest like the Jews, and it should cause you to long for a permanent rest. That's what was going on with the Sabbath. Jesus says, I'm your Sabbath rest. But it's not a resting from manual labor. It is a resting from your works of self-righteousness, thinking that you're going to earn your way to heaven. If you are weary and heavy laden, come unto me and I will give you rest. If you are weary of striving, you're heavy laden with trying to keep rules and laws to earn your way to heaven, I, the Lord of the Sabbath, will give you complete and total rest. Stop striving. Stop relying on your own works. Rely on me and my works, and every day is a Sabbath rest when you are resting in Jesus. Why? Because he's the Lord of the Sabbath. And he's demonstrated right away in Genesis. He reveals himself right away in Matthew. He reveals himself all the way throughout the Bible, and that is why you can trust that Jesus is God and the Bible is supernatural, which we talk about in Jesus Unmasked, available at Wretched.tv.